And University Hospitals has volunteers headed for New York as well. Andrew Horansky is live at Hopkins with the story of a nurse who shares that sense of duty. And Drew, this is so humbling.
Hi, Lena. Well, good evening to you. Nice to join you tonight. And as you know, airports are certainly interesting places these days because the people using them are traveling with really unique stories. And we have two that we'd like to share with you tonight. The first of them involves a nurse from University Hospitals. His name is Eric Keith. He works at Southwest General in Middleburg Heights, and he jumped at the chance to help colleagues on the front lines in New York. Today, the state's governor said the pandemic there is far from over. Hospitals still reporting nearly 2,000 new cases every day. Nearly 13,000 New Yorkers have died. But there is some positive news, is that these increases are dropping. So are hospitalizations, as we're meeting really good people like Eric Keith leaving today to do good.
They have patients stacked two to a room on full oxygen because they weren't able to be ventilated. It sounds like a lot of chaos, and resources are low. Of course, I want to help my community, but I know the people that I'm leaving behind in my workplace, and I know that they can handle this.
He is really a very stoic guy. Eric says he will be working in emergency medicine for a hospital in Brooklyn for about 13 weeks, and he says he will be taking extra precautions and following protocols to make sure he does not get sick.